I'm not a practicing Muslim, nor have I ever stated that I was.
Oh my god, you guys, I have some major news about Memphis from 90 Day Fiance. There have been some insane spoilers coming out.
Stop blaming me for not abiding by the rules instead of not holding him accountable.
I found out a lot of stuff about her previous relationships, including the identity of her ex-husband.
That is his religion. This is his culture. So if he disrespects it, why shouldn't he be held accountable for it?
So honestly, guys, there is so much stuff to cover, and I don't want to waste any time, so let's just get into it. Now, it's no secret that Memphis has been in a lot of crazy relationships before she got together with Hamza. She even talked about her ex-husband on the show, how she is still kind of close to him, and how he's really been there for her emotionally when things were tough. And until now, we didn't really know much about her ex-husband beyond that, but after a lot of research, we can finally reveal his identity. So Memphis's ex-husband is a guy by the name of Justin Sandoval, and the real story about their marriage and divorce is kind of just crazy. So the weird thing is with Memphis is that she's never had one name, even since she's been on the show. So sometimes people write articles about her and call her Memphis Smith, and sometimes they call her Memphis Sandoval. So it made it pretty easy to go back and see where the Sandoval name came from. And when you look up Memphis Sandoval, a man named Justin, who, is just 1 year older than her and also from Muskegon, Michigan, where she is from, comes up. And after I found that, I honestly still wasn't sure that that was Memphis's, husband. Maybe it was just a coincidence, but then In Touch Weekly, actually did come out and confirm that that was her ex-husband's name, and they also revealed a ton of information about their marriage. So they said that the two got married before Memphis gave birth to their son in the fall of 2014, but however, by November 2015, Memphis had filed for divorce, and the divorce was finalized over a year later in February of 2017. So I did some digging on Justin's social media, and I was really shocked by what I found. So first of all, he seems like a great dad. Thank God for the kid's sake, since it does seem like Memphis is kind of just running around the world chasing Hamza. But what really shocked me is that it seems like Justin has a great relationship with Memphis's older daughter, who she had, before her relationship with Justin. He seems to be super active in her life, and it seems like he treats her like his own daughter. And honestly, you guys, if Justin is as good of a dad as he seems to be, I think it is the most amazing thing, and the kids are really lucky to have at least, one parent in their life willing to provide a pretty stable environment. Now, Memphis is definitely not doing this right now, or at least from what we're seeing on 90 Day Fiance. And honestly, Memphis's relationship choices seem to have been both good and bad. So Justin seems like a great guy, and she probably made a good choice there, but there have been some other choices she's made over the years, which I'm just not so sure how she feels about right now. I mean, even forgetting Hamza for just a minute, their relationship definitely comes with a ton of red flags, but he's not the only guy from Memphis's love life that's in the spotlight right now. So recently, one of her ex-boyfriends actually took to Twitter and revealed a lot of bizarre information about her. So this guy's name is Travis Neo Watson. He seems to be about a year older than Memphis, and he is apparently married to someone else and has his own kids now too, and he and Memphis were never actually married. He clarified that he's not, her ex-husband or the father of her kids, but they were together after her split with her husband, according to him. And we know this because this is what he recently tweeted. When you find out your ex on a TV show, and now everybody see why I let her go. When someone asked him under the post who he was talking about, he replied that it was Memphis. He then confirmed that he wasn't the ex-husband and that they didn't have any kids, but then he just started revealing a lot of other stuff about Memphis's life and her other relationships, not just the one that she had with him. When someone asked him if Memphis ever used the phrase sexy time with him, he said that she never did, and that he thought it was just her way to try to communicate with Hamza. And then he went on to say that he doesn't think Hamza is the love of her life because, and this is when it gets interesting, you guys, he thinks that her ex-husband is actually the love of her life. And this seems like a pretty big thing to say. I mean, he clearly seems to think that Memphis is still in love with her ex-husband, and he even said that she stayed overnight at her ex-husband's house while they were living together. Now, I honestly don't know what to think about that, you guys. I mean, it could just be that the Trav is mad at Memphis and about how their relationship ended, right? But we don't know a lot, and about how they were together or anything about what happened when they were together, so it could be that he is just jealous or resentful or whatever, but it's definitely interesting that he seems to think she's still in love with her ex-husband, especially considering what we we know from Memphis, herself, and how she spent some time with him a while ago. So I don't know if I genuinely believe she's still in love with him, but I would say that it's definitely a possibility, that there are still some feelings there. Now, she did say she was keeping all of that stuff with her ex-husband and the past and whatnot, more so of a secret from Hamza because he can get jealous, but then again, maybe there was even more than that to it. I don't really know, but she seemed really reluctant to talk about it all at first, so it could be that it's just not entirely over her, right? But I'm just wondering what, if anything, this means for Hamza and Memphis and their relationship. And this really brings me to the next big thing that I want to share with you guys, and that is that Memphis's ex, Trav, spilled the beans. So Memphis's ex-boyfriend, Trav, didn't just stop at talking about how she's still in love with her ex-husband. He also tweeted this huge bombshell, which we later found out is 100% true. He said, oh, and spoiler alert, she is bipolar and was pregnant with his baby. She had the baby a few months ago, which, oh my god, can you believe that he actually said that? Now, I know he's not under any contract with 90 Day Fiance or anything like she is, but I cannot believe he revealed it just like that. And he even said that he knows this for sure, that she had a baby with Hamza, and obviously after the last episode of 90 Day Fiance, we all now know that is 100% true. But I just cannot believe he said that. How did he even find out? He is an ex-boyfriend, so did Memphis tell him, or was it someone else? If she was the one who told him, do you think she might get in trouble with TLC? And also, can I just say, my only comment is, what is she doing? What about her other two children? Where is she living? Where are they living? Did she completely just ditch them? Which I doubt that's actually what happened, but it is just so weird. And also, I did want to quickly talk about the other thing that he said too, and I think it's one of those things to reveal that she had a baby a few months ago, but I don't really think it was okay of him at all to talk about her mental health at all like that. And actually, a lot of people, including myself, have been saying that it really comes off as extremely judgmental, and I just don't think he has a place whatsoever to reveal anything about that at all. And even if it is true, Memphis's mental health should be her own private issues, nothing to do with an ex-boyfriend to say publicly, and if she didn't want to say it, I just don't think he has a right at all to. Don't you guys agree? But either way, he faced a ton of backlash for saying that, and I'm kind of with everyone, on that. It just makes no sense and it's really rude. So, don't get me wrong, the baby tweet was exciting, that's massive, but the other stuff just feels so unnecessary. But anyway, you guys, I have also one more potential spoiler for you, and this one is huge as well, especially considering that Hamza and Memphis had a baby together not that long ago. So again, if you don't like spoilers, you guys, this is your time to skip ahead. So Memphis and Hamza may have actually broken up sometime over the last few weeks, and there have actually been a couple of clues that make me think this is true. So first of all, they seemingly unfollowed each other on Instagram and removed each other from their bios. But there's more. Memphis has recently been posting a lot to her stories, saying stuff about how she regrets going on the show and how she wishes she could change that, and she even explicitly said that she wishes she made the right decision. So it seems clear that she is full of regrets about something. And honestly, if this is true, it's massively huge, especially because they did just have a baby together, and these events would probably happen pretty closely together. So it's pretty likely, we know for sure that they had the baby, and it is somewhat potentially likely that they did break up around the same time. We can't say for sure. The baby thing is true, obviously. The breakup thing is all speculation, but that would definitely explain why Memphis might be feeling a lot of regrets at the moment, because if it is true, it must be pretty hard on her, right? That's a lot to happen on the same time to one person, and having another kid is already pretty life-changing, but then breaking up with a father around the same time, if it was true, would definitely put her under a ton of stress. But then again, it's possible that they haven't actually broken up. Some people think that Memphis has only been saying these things, that they unfollowed each other just so they can distract people from the whole baby spoiler announcement, all that kind of stuff before the whole baby announcement, came out. And I definitely think that is a possibility too. But we've been through this so many times in TLC. I guess they could even potentially be involved and be making them doing this. So yeah, guys, I don't even know what to say. Completely crazy story. Obviously, the ex-boyfriend was right. He was to be believed because they are having a baby. But whether or not they broke up or is just not clear to me at the moment. It wouldn't be surprising to me at all. all, considering all of the red flags and how immature Hamza is, and how immature, for that matter, Memphis has been occasionally on the show. But I just feel like we don't really know either way, right? But anyway, what do you guys think? Do you think that they are still together, or do you think that they broke up? And what do you think of all the comments, the stuff, the ex has made and revealed on Twitter? I would love to hear your guys' thoughts. Well, okay, guys, let me know in the comments below. I love you all dearly. Put in the comments below, hit that like, follow, share, subscribe button, and y'all better stay tuned for many more videos.